some body weight bridges. So just feet in nice and close where you can reach your fingertips. And then we're just going to do a big ice cream scoop all the way up, squeezing the butt at the top, and then just rolling back down from there. So just really making sure you get that nice big squeeze of the butt at the top, and then just rolling back down. I want you to count like a good 20 of these. So once you get to 20, just hold it at the top, and then I'll know. And just keeping those knees nice and open over those pinky toes. Just so we can try and get that butt kicking in as good as we can. Perfect. Oh, yep, there's another one checking in now. Hey Bree, we're just starting with some glute bridges.
No.
Yay! It's booty burning. So just your normal ones, just up and down. Big squeeze to the top with the butt. Just to mute us all. Perfect. All right, let's hold this one up. So we'll just hold this one up as high as we can. Again, just opening those knees out nice and wide. Not so much your feet though, just think about your knees kind of rotating out. So feet are just slightly wider than your hips, but we don't want to open them out too wide. And just rotating, externally rotating those knees out, and then push the butt all the way up to the top. And we'll try to wake it up as good as we can. That's it, big squeeze again up to the top. I'm trying to work off some of this chocolate we've all been eating over Easter, right? Big squeeze again, keep pushing them up. You haven't been eating that much. Big squeeze up. The big squeeze, drawing those abs in, keeping those knees nice and open. Perfect. All right, let's drop it down. We're going to come into some of those 100 steps. So bring your feet up just on top of your hips. Bring your hands just above those hips. We're going to lift up into a crunch position and then just pulsing those arms. We inhale for 4, exhale for 4. And again, don't look too much at your boobs here because it pulls the back of the neck. Just looking slightly up through those knees and exhale. Try and see if you can lift up a little bit higher into that crunch. Let's hold that up nice and high. You're just keeping that tummy nice and tucked in. Perfect. Again, inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4. And we're just slowly waking up all these abs. These look good. And if you need to, again, you can rest your head on the back of your hand. Or if you need, you can rest your head on the floor. But doing your best to hold up. And just little pulses with those arms. These look nice and strong. All right, let's drop them down. Again, if you've got the mini band, grab your mini band out, and we'll do our glute bridges with the band. So if you've got the fit booty body ones, I would suggest purple or black if you're feeling strong. And then we're going to track the band to either just below the knees for a bit more of a challenge, or you can go just above the knees. Then we'll go into our glute bridges again from there. So fingers in nice and close, scooping those hips up, and then we're rolling back down. Again, with the band on, we're just going to keep our knees pushing out against the band, and then we're rolling back down from there. All right, let's have a look. All right, we're going to try really hard now against this band. So I want to see nice open knees, but not allowed to cave in. You're just getting those hips all the way up to the top. Again, just thinking up and then open with those knees. So even just pause at the top for that second just to check those knees are open, and then you can roll back down from there. Perfect. And again, just making sure you feel both butts kick in. If they're not, sometimes just like giving it a little whack, putting your hands on your butt, touching the butt can just help get it all connecting. That's it. Just keeping those knees nice and open against that band. A nice big butt burn starting to happen. Big exhale as you scoop up. We're trying not to land with an arch through that lower back. I want to see those nice flat spines. So it's tucked around as we get that pelvis. Thinking about that nice big ice cream scoop. All right, let's hold this one up. So big exhale, just hold it up at the top. and just open those knees as wide as you can for me. That's it, big push open, and then push the butt all the way up to the top. That's it, big push, pushing right up through those heels. That's it, again, just putting, like really pushing hard through those heels, pushing those knees out even wider, and just those abs really tucking inwards. That's it, big squeeze to the top again with the butt, keeping those knees nice and open, and you're just going to keep pushing right up through those heels. I like to hold this for at least a minute, so keep holding for me. And opening those knees wide. Shoulder feel those good spots. Big push up, bring it up a little bit higher. Again, one straight line from your shoulder all the way up towards that knee. Looking good, big squeeze. All right, let's drop it down. Let's come back up into those hundreds again. So feet up, knees just on top of your hips. Exhale and lift up. And we're going to inhale for 4, exhale for 4. Just try and keep that chest up nice and high. Enjoying that nice little ab burn that's coming on. Remember, just head back in line with the spine. Try not to pull down too much. Focus the back of that neck. And just trying to be as strong as we can through those abs. So keeping that chest up nice and high. I like to just really picture that bottom rib pulling in towards that hip bone. Inhale for 4, exhale for 4, and every time you exhale, just try and lift up just that little bit higher. Keep holding. Keep holding, keep pushing through. Again, inhale for 4, exhale for 4, and just slowly lifting those abs up. Then you can drop it back down. Rolling onto your side, we're going to start with some plank today. So feet are stacked on top of each other. Our feet is in line with our spine. Tummy muscles tucking in. We're going to squeeze your butt, lift over the top knee, and then slowly dropping it back down from there. So just your normal 45-degree plank. Again, my feet are on the same line as my spine. Tummy's tucking in to hold this bit up. And just squeeze and lift. Focusing on the squeeze of the top butt. So you're going to open, pause for a second, squeeze it, and then release back down. And again, you can place your hand on your butt. You can feel it tensing up. Sometimes you really just hold with that mind-muscle connection. That's it. And again, keeping that tummy tucked in. And we're just opening that knee. And then gently closing it back down again. Keep that tummy tucked in so it follows nice and steady. Just a nice big squeeze through that top butt. Coming in. That's it. And just remember, both sides of each also have to stay nice and long, so you don't want it to like crunch up on one side. You're going to keep it lengthened nice and long. And just watch as well that your hips not rotating backwards. Try and keep them nice and stacked on top of each other for me, especially as that knee is opening up. These look really good. And again, just keeping that pelvis steady by keeping that core switched on and just focusing through that top butt. I'm going to be a little bit mean, especially if you've got the band on here. It's going to hurt a bit. So we're going to hold this next one up. So we're going to hold the knee up, and then we're going to try and extend and then bend it back down. Now your knee is going to stay open in the clamshell position. I don't want it to point forward or down. Keep it open. We're going to extend and then bend it back down. Again, feet in line with the spine. Tummy tucked in, and just focusing on the burn through that top butt. And you really have to think about the bottom knee pushing into the floor here a little bit as well. And then just not forgetting about the core. Tummy muscle tucked in. So aiming for about 12 of these ones. So that nice exhale as you extend. And just doing your best to keep the knee steady. If you need to as well, and you're not feeling the butt, you can reset it. So you can pop it down, reopen, and extend. And rather we do that, and you get the good spots. Then again, just if you need to, you can place your hand on your butt. You should be able to feel it tensing up and working. And then we're going to hold this one out. So hold it out nice and straight for me. Or you just single your foot down to the floor, and then we're going to squeeze the butt, push through the heels to lift, and then drop it back down again. Again, pushing up hard through that butt. Pushing to the roof with the heel. And squeeze that knee nice and straight. Bonus leg tension exercise. So just keeping that tummy nice and tucked in. And we'll just embrace the booty burn that's coming on. And again, just watching this bit doesn't cave. Keep it long. Squeeze and lift, and tummy tucked in will really help with that torso, or holding that pelvis nice and steady. Nearly there. 10, about 2 more of these ones. And the last one, we're just going to bring our knees up to that 90-degree squat now, so the knees level with the hip. And you've got the 2 choices. You can keep those heels together, or if you feel extra strong, lift the whole thing up. Then just make sure you're leaning open with the knee, keeping that tummy tucked in, and then focusing on the underbutt for this one. I'm going to aim for about 20 of these. Perfect. It looks so good. Now your knees should be up at the same height as your hips in this one. So it's like you're sitting on a chair. This must be about 10 here. And you're just focusing through on the underbutt. Sorry, the side one hurts a little bit. If it does start to sneak too much around the front of your hip though, near your hip flexor, slow it down a bit and just poke your butt out that little bit more. And we'll just see if we get that good breathe going out me again. You're going to have some serious buns of steel by the end of this shutdown. You're going to be so strong. That's it, just opening as wide as you can for me as well. Really try and challenge it. Perfect, just a few more for me. That's it, just that nice big exhale as that knee opens up. One more. Got it. And if you've got the band on, just slip it off your bottom of the leg. We're going to place that right knee down on the floor. Now, same thing, really watch here just because of crunch. We've got to keep it extended long, and we don't want it to crunch as the leg lifts up. So extend, we're going to extend the bottom leg, and we're going to squeeze and lift. So just hitting the inner thigh of the bottom leg now. Keep that leg nice and straight, and do not let this big crunch. We don't want that, because you won't feel your inner thigh work. Keep that long, squeeze and lift. So if you don't feel your inner thigh at the bottom of the leg working hard, so on that bottom leg working hard, and we're not doing it right. So keep that nice and long, tummy tucked in, and really focus on the inner thigh of your bottom leg, just lifting that leg up and down. Remember, bonus leg tension exercise. Squeeze your thigh really straight, point that toe hard, and it's that nice big exhale as that leg lifts up. Tummy drawing in tight. And then I just want you to hold. So we're going to hold at the top of the movement. Keep making sure this doesn't crunch. Keep lengthening it away. Tummy tucking in, and just squeeze that leg up as high as you can. Squeezing that thigh nice and straight. Pointing the toes as well. And then we'll slowly drop that back down. We'll just mimic this all on the other side. So again, you can place that band on. And then just laying on your side. We'll start with your normal 45-degree crab shot first. So extending along through that hip as we squeeze the butt over the knee and then dropping it back down again. Yeah, nice exhale as that knee opens up. Keeping those tummy muscles tucked in nice and tight. Focusing through those good spots. And again, you can keep that bottom knee pushing into the floor a little bit as well. And just making sure you don't rock back as that knee opens. So just embracing the butt here. And not getting that core. So tummy tucking in. Sit nearly there, get as wide as you can. And remember, we don't want to sneak in too much around the front of the hip. So if it is, just poke it out a little bit. Relax it off for a second and re-squeeze and open up. All right, we're going to hold this knee open. And then we're going to extend. Bring those feet back together. Remember, the knee has to stay up. Extend and then bend. Point the toe, squeeze that knee on that straight point as well, not just the butt. I want that full body tension going on, so we're tucking tummy in. Really feeling that tension through the quads. You can straighten as much as you can. And again, just make sure you haven't fallen backwards. So just keeping those knees pointing up. Tummy muscles drawing in. It is hard to tell exactly if you have fallen backward, but I think, Maria, that was perfect, Maria. You fixed it, just rolling forward slightly. So yeah, let's try and point those toes on this one too, so they're looking beautiful. Perfect. And then just holding that leg out nice and straight. We're going to single the toe down to the floor, and I want you to squeeze and lift, leading through the heel. Focusing on the top butt and trying not to do that. All that. Extend long, stick your butt out, squeeze and lift. Again, you can place your hand on your butt. Generally, you can feel it working. Touch the butt, make sure you feel it. And then just that nice squeeze and lift. Okay, I'm feeling like your band can go a little bit lower too. I feel like you can take on the challenge. just an inch a little bit lower. Not so much towards your butt, but more towards your knee. Yeah. That's it. Now let's do that booty work hard. That's it. A nice big exhale as it lifts up, and just keep watching that side, that top side of your torso. Don't want it to crunch. Send it along. Makes all the difference in this one. Keep going. Perfect. All right, we're going to bring everything down to the 90-degree spot, and then just that exhale lift and lowering back down. Focusing on the underbutt, leading with open with the knee. So we don't want that to happen because your butt won't work. And then just lead open with the knee, lifting that whole thing up. And then you both have the butt strength to do this. And just knees level with the hips, tummy tucking in, butt stuck out. And again, you can place your hand right there on your underbutt. Sometimes it really helps it begin bit. Tell your brain, this is the muscle I want to do the things. This is the muscle I want to come join the party. Again, keeping that tummy tucked in and just focusing through that underbutt. And again, if you need, if it's not working, just relax it all off at the bottom of the movement, then re-squeeze to open. If it's doing good, keep that tension there the whole time. Approximately about 20 of these. Use that nice exhale as we lean open with that knee. Just trying to keep that bottom knee pushing into the floor as well. Perfect. Keep going, a few more in there. We got the blood strength to do this. Tons of steel. Just lean open with that knee first. You got about 5 more. Big exhale as that knee opens. One nice, and then just slipping that band off. You're going to pop that top knee on the floor. You're going to extend that hip nice and long. So we're going to keep that gap here, and then squeeze and lift. Pointing the toes, squeezing that knee nice and straight. And just that nice exhale as that leg lifts up. And we're focusing on the inner thigh of the bottom leg. You should really be feeling quite a bit of tension through that inner thigh. If you're not, extend your hip just a little bit more. It might just be caving in slightly. So tuck your tummy inside, it really helps, and then squeeze and lift. This one's actually quite hard when you get it right. Your tummy tucking in. And I do like to hold on to my hip for this one because you can feel if it's starting to like slightly cave in a bit. You can really force it along and just get all those good spots. Just a few more. And then hold the next one. Perfect. Hold. That's it. Hold it up. Keep having that sensation of constantly trying to like extend it up. And just again, keeping that tummy tucked in. Keeping that hip extended nice and long. And you can drop it back down. All right, let's get back into these core muscles a little more directly now. So coming back onto your back, we're going to bring our feet up to 90 degrees. And we're going to come back up to that first position we're in. So hands above those hips. Exhale, lift up. And then we're just going to start with our arm pulses here again. And then we're slowly going to work to rotating our legs around. So exhale, lift up as high as you can. Inhaling for forward pulses, exhaling for 4. And then you're going to straighten your legs up really straight for me. Again, the leg tension. Squeeze those thighs, point those toes, and as straight as you can, but don't let yourself drop down that crunch just yet. I'm going to challenge you. So we're going to lower the right. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower the left. So you can pause your arms, exhale, lift it up. And then we're just going to keep alternating each leg. Keep those legs squeezing tight. Try and hold up and crunch. If you need, only if you need, we can rest that head down on the floor or on your hand. But let's see these nice strong out. We're working hard on these. Again, exhale as that leg comes up. Try squeeze your knees nice and straight. Again, bonus leg tension exercise here. See how straight we can get them. Point those toes. Keep those shoulders up off the floor. We've got to keep everything working here. The legs, the abs. That's it. Keep, again, just trying to focus on feeling those tummy muscles work. And that big exhale as that leg comes up. Perfect. Nearly there. Keep going for me. We're going to get quite a few of these in. Now, the leg that's not supposed to be moving, make sure it's not actually moving. Keep it still, keep it in. Don't let it fall away with the other one. I know this is hard. It's a good challenge for us. One more. Or one more shy, whatever brings you back to even. And then we can slowly lower it down. We're just going to do some crunchy movements. So we've done these ones before. We're going to exhale, lift it up. Right hand's going to go down. We're going to pulse it. Then we're going to go sideways. We're going to pulse sideways. All right, we've done these ones before. So let's do it. Exhale, lift it up. Right hand down. Pulse the right hand before. 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to do some sideways ones. So 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower back down. Let's come up the other side. Exhale, lift. Left hand down, pulse it. 2, 3, 4. Side. 2, 3, 4. And back down again. Let's go second side. Up. Right hand down, pulse. 2, 3, 4. And side. 2, 3, 4. Back down again. Up the left side. Exhale, lift. Left hand's going to pulse. 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to side. 2, 3, 4. Back down again. Set number 3. Exhale, lift. Right hand's going to go down. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Then we go side. 2, 3, 4. Back down again. Up on the left side. Exhale, lift. Left hand down. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Can we get higher? Side. 2, 3, 4. Back down again. Can we make it set higher? Exhale, lift. Right hand down. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. And side. 2, 3, 4. Now other side. Exhale, lift. Left hand down. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Side. 2, 3, 4. One more time each way. Exhale, lift. Right hand down. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Then side. 2, 3, 4. Back down again. We're going to come one more time up the other way. Exhale, lift. Left hand down. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Side. 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to get you to roll straight around to your stomach. And we're going to come up into a plank position. Keeping shoulders right on top of those elbows. Let me time this, because otherwise I'll make us hold for a long, long time. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. So holding this up, shoulders on top of those elbows. No sexy butts where it's poking out. Tuck it under. Squeeze those abs, squeeze those thighs. Keep your chin in as well. All right, let's have a look. Perfect, so breathe. If I can get a little bit more tuck out of your hips, I believe in you. Now, right, if you can rock forward on your toes just a little bit more. Beautiful. And then just again, tummy muscles tucking in as tight as you can. So just like your glute bridge, really get those hips tucking under. And remember, head's back too. Try not to look down again towards the boobs. But no head bobbing. Draw the head back. Because remember, triple chins are sexy. We're going to draw it in. Work the front of that neck and draw your abs in and squeeze your butt. Your butt shouldn't be relaxing here either. Oh, we're doing good. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You smashed it. Well done. All right. Rolling onto your back. Give a nice big stretch out above head. And then we'll just do each of those one more time. We'll quickly give it a nice big stretch. And then we'll do that last one. All right. So, starting with feet up at 90 degrees. Hands above those hips. Exhale, lift. And then we're just going to pulse those arms first. Inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4. Keeping that chest up, head slightly back. And try not to look too far forward, just look straight ahead. That's it. And think about tucking tummy in. All right, we're going to pulse the arms still. Straighten those legs up really straight. Point those toes, squeeze those thighs, and then we're going to do the lower. So lower the right, exhale, bring it back up. Lower the left, exhale, bring it back up. How straight can you squeeze those knees? I think both of you can squeeze them a little bit straighter. Let's get those quads working just as hard as those abs. Pointing those toes. Beautiful. Again, big exhale as that leg comes up. Let's see if we can get those knees even straighter. So we get those quads working just as hard. And just watch it. We're getting some, that leg's not staying quietly still with the two. I'm sorry, he's not staying exactly still with the two of you. Remember, the leg that's not dropping is going to stay really still. Let's keep going. Let's get that burn happening. Beautiful. Exhale as it lifts. Oh, these arms look good. Again, you can take it slow. It doesn't need to be rushed. If you can, holding up in the crunch. But if you need, you can rest that head down. Nearly there. One more each way. Whatever brings you back to even. Beautiful. And then we can slowly drop them back down from there. All right, crunchy ones. Fingers at your temples, elbows nice and wide. We'll start with the right side first. Exhale, lift. Right hand down and pulse. 2, 3, 4, and side. 2, 3, 4. Back down again. Up straight. To the left. Hand down and pulse. 2, 3, 4, and side. 2, 3, 4. Back down again. All right side. Exhale, lift. Right hand down and pulse. 2, 3, 4, and side. 2, 3, 4. Left side. Let's exhale, lift. Left hand down and pulse. 2, 3, 4. Then side. 2, 3, 4. And again, step number 3. Exhale, lift. Right hand, pulse. 2, 3, 4. And side. 2, 3, 4. Let's get ready for the left side. Exhale, lift. Keeping up with my pace. Exhale, pulse. 2, 3, 4. And side. 2, 3, 4. Step number 4. Exhale, lift. We make it 6 this time. 2, 3, 4. And side. 2, 3, 4. Jumping down. Aim to the left. Exhale, lift. You've got this. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Side. 2, 3, 4. Back down again. One more each way. Sorry, 2 more each way. Exhale, lift. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Side. 2, 3, 4. Back down again. Other side. Exhale, lift. Hopefully we're feeling the burn. And then side. 2, 3, 4. One more each way. Then they're done. Exhale, lift. Right hand pulse. 2, 3, 4. Side. 2, 3, 4. Try and keep your pelvis steady. Last time. Exhale, lift. Left hand down and pulse. 2, 3, 4. Last side. 2, 3, 4. And smashed it. Let's come around to the plank. We're not going to rest just yet. After the plank, we'll count. We'll get this timer ready. Again, drawing those abs in. All right. Let's do it. So holding it up. I want shoulders on top of those elbows. Breathe. Those hips are looking so tucked this time around. Squeeze your butt really tight and just draw those abs in. It looks really good. And array, your shoulders look like they're in the perfect position this time too. Yay. All right, now remember this full body tension. Don't just hang out there. So every time you exhale, drawing tummy in, squeeze your butt muscles, squeeze your thighs, and we'll try and hold right to the end. Where's my stopwatch? This is time for this. All right, you're already past the halfway mark. So again, just every time you exhale, tucking that tummy in. Oh, these look so strong. And then just puffing up a little bit more through that upper back. Just nice and strong through that core. Just another 15 seconds of this for me. So we're nearly there. Again, keep trying to tuck that tailbone under, drawing those abs in, because it will start to sneak out on you without you realizing. You've got 5 seconds for me. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. All right, we can stay with our stomachs. I'm going to do some stuff from here. What I want first, I can face up to the camera in a minute again as well. So if they're looking down, I'm going to pull those shoulders down away from the ears. Again, with your head looking down, we're going to squeeze and then lower back down. I don't want your elbows so much higher than your wrist. Try and keep it low with your wrist and keep pulling the shoulders down as you squeeze up and down. Now we're staying down on the floor here. It's just those arms moving. Again, I'm just going to face this way for you too. I don't want to see, I don't want this to happen. I want this. So you feel this spot work, if that makes sense. You're constantly like pulling those shoulders down as we squeeze. Ah, they look good. Just watch that elbow, right? Make sure it doesn't come up higher than your wrist. The elbow is almost pulling down, and then your wrists are the ones squeezing back. And I do find it helps to kind of tuck the tailbone under slightly here as well, just getting that core switched on. And just focusing on those lower tracts, so right in the middle of that back there, kicking in. And just that nice exhale as you lift up and squeeze. Perfect. Just keeping your shoulders down. I think we can both yank them away from the ears a bit more. Beautiful, Ray. I saw that drop. Same thing, breathe, looks really good. And again, just focusing on those good muscles at the back, those lower tracts. Perfect. And then for the next one, we're going to pop arms really straight to the side. We're going to slightly lift up into our back extension. Notice I'm going to rotate the arms in, rotate them back. Now, I'm not just rotating my wrist, I'm physically rotating my shoulder down, rotating my shoulder back. Now, as we rotate those shoulders in, I want you to pull those shoulders down away from the ears. The same idea. Lift as high as you can into your back extension, head looking down at the floor. Then I'm just rotating the full shoulder joint forward and back. Perfect. These look really good. And again, just keeping those shoulders down away from the ears, doing your best, think strong through the back, and lifting up. Beautiful. And just keep exhaling, lifting up just that little bit higher if you can. Perfect. And just pulling those shoulders down away from those ears. All right, dropping down. This time I want your hands next to the side of your body. And you can go a little bit more out in front of your knee. But the main thing here is like the elbows tucked in really tight. We're going to come all the way up and then drop all the way back down. But again, elbows are pretty much glued into the side of your body. Don't let them wing out. Keep them in tight. Keep thinking about your elbows rotating back. Keep pulling them in, because they'll try and wing. It's not what we want. The shoulders pulling down away from the ear. We're just going to keep going up and down. Almost like a push-up. A little bit different. And again, even as you come up and down, always pull them in. Don't let them wing out. Keep rotating them back. And just try and pull those shoulders down away from your ears. We should start to feel the back of the arm thicken. The triceps. Nice. These look good. Again, elbows in a bit tighter if you can. And think about rotating those elbows into the side of your body. You got this. Keep going. Again, focusing on the back of your arm now. Now I'm going to make you do a little halfway hold. Because I'm feeling a little bit mean. So elbows in. We're going to come up halfway and just hold here. Just halfway. Again, pull those elbows in tight. Pointing parts of the elbows pointing in. Shoulders pulling down. Keep holding. I know it burns, but hold. That's it. Keep holding. Keeping nice and strong through those triceps. Keep holding. Shoulders pulling down. And then we'll extend it up to the top. Whew. Nice and straight. That's it. Just hang out there for a second. And then we'll just drop it back down. We're going to do each of those three again. So we're going to go thumbs up. Shoulders pulling down, head looking down at the floor, and then as we're pulling the shoulders down, squeezing back, and then relaxing back down again. Just focusing through those lower traps. Again, I like to exhale as I squeeze back, inhale as you drop down. Again, just pulling those shoulders down away from those ears. And don't let those elbows come up higher than that wrist. Pull your elbows down, wrists up. Elbows almost feel like they're pulling forward in this one. That's kind of the sensation I get. And then again, just shoulders pulling down away from those ears. Beautiful. That's it. Now remember, keep pulling them down as much as you can. Especially on that back squeeze. You can even pause at the top for a second. Try and pull those shoulders down a bit more. And remember, it's not your neck here where you want to feel this. We're keeping our head, you can rest your head down on the floor as well. It's just those arms moving. Just those shoulders squeezing back and then dropping back down. Perfect. All right, moving on to the other one. So we're going to straighten those arms out nice and straight behind. This time we're lifting up. My head is looking down. I'm just rotating forwards, rotating back. It's this back where you really want to pull those shoulders down and try not to look up with your neck, your head. Look down at the floor. Yeah, that's it. And you're able to bring a little bit more down at the floor. Perfect. A little bit more down. Yeah, that's it. That'll stop that neck from hurting. And then just pulling those shoulders down away from those ears. That's it. Again, just focusing through those lower traps. And just try and, like, every time you rotate those elbows into your body, really try and feel it work at that point. Pull those shoulders down as much as you can. And try and keep those arms up. It's a good challenge for them. All right, let's move on to those other ones. So, shoulders pulling down, elbows pulling in really tight. Then we're going to come up and down. Keep those elbows brushing into the side of your body. Keep that contact there, and then dropping down. And shoulders down. Nice. Don't let those elbows wing out at any point. Take it slow so you can really pay attention to what those elbows are doing. Again, we're just pulling your shoulders down away from his ears. Nice, keep going. Bring your shoulders down. Especially at the top, check those shoulders are pulling down. All right, next one's the halfway hold. We're ready. Coming up, holding it at halfway. Shoulders pulling down, elbows in tight, focus on the backs of his arms, keeping in, elbows in, shoulders down, looking straight ahead with the neck. So keep pulling in, full hold, I know it burns, but shoulders down, elbows in, keep going. All right, you can extend it up, and just hang out there, shoulders down, and just quickly just bring it back to the shell shape for me. Just keeping those knees nice and open. I just want to double check where we're at. I'll cool you a bit of time. Perfect. All right, we're reaching back out forwards, just coming back down to here. I just want to do, these ones again we've done before as well. So just tucking your tailbone down to the floor, something tucking in. You can rest your head on your hands, or you're welcome to pop your hands here. We're just going to squeeze our butt, lift the legs, and then slowly lower back down. I feel like all the work we've been doing on these ones, I'm slowly starting to feel better at these. But remember, there's no arching your lower back allowed. So another spot I like to place my hands is right on the lower back to make sure I don't feel it kicking in or arching. And squeeze, lift, lower back down. Tummy tucking in. So your tailbone does need to be tucked towards the floor. Squeeze and lift. This one always does my head in. Squeeze and lift, and then lowering back down. A nice big exhale and lift. All right, we'll keep going. Again, just trying to teach yourself to use your butt and not your lower back. These ones are really good ones for that back leg in your split. You're just teaching that leg to kind of extend behind you without arching and using that lower back. Let's see if we can create a little bit more gap between the belly button and the floor. I think Bree, tuck your hips under just a tad bit more if you can. Well, you can do it. I believe you. There we go. That's what I wanted. I'm trying to hold it there. So let's squeeze and lift. Yours looks very tucked, Murray, which is good, but it looks like you're just getting a little bit of lower back dip. A little bit of arch. That's it. So maybe don't lift quite as high. Yeah, that's nice. That's really good, right? Beautiful. All right, let's see if we can hold this one. So just hold it. So again, I don't mind how high it is. I can't get mine that high. So just holding, tummy tucking in. Squeeze the butt. We're going to try and bring those heels again to touch. So squeeze those heels together. That makes sense. So legs together, lifting up, and then just slowly dropping back down from there. All right, give it a nice big arch up. This time just a nice hold. Trying to keep those shoulders down. We might just give that butt a quick stretch. The hips relax down, shoulders pull down away from those ears. Oh, that was nice. That's some ab stuff. And we'll do a little butt stretch together as well. How about getting both into the yoga stretch? So, bottom leg in line with the edge of your mat, belly button in line with the edge of your shin, yeah, you're on top of the right, and then foot on top of that knee, this knee on top of that foot, and just keep those feet flexed. Or this is hard to do after Pilates. This is really hard to do after butt stuff. But these look good. And yeah, we just want to gently let this knee drop down. So if you want to, and if you're ready for it, you can slowly lean forwards. That's it. Sometimes it takes a little bit. And then we'll place our hand on that knee, and just to hold it down, and then just kind of rotate away from it a bit. Oh, that was very nice. And just coming back around, we'll just sneak it down, if you can, a little bit lower. Just remember to hold this knee flat. Yeah, a little bit lower this time, that's good. Alright, let's do the other side. So this time, right leg on the floor, in line with the edge of the mat, shin in line, so belly button in line with the shin, and then other leg on top. Keeping those feet flexed. Ooh, this is my flight side. Yes, nice. And the same thing, if you're ready for it, and your legs are already flat, you're welcome to come all the way down. Otherwise, just sit up here and just give it a chance to slowly drop down. And just keeping those feet flexed. And then we'll just place our hand on that knee and just rotate it around. Nice. And then coming back forwards and just slowly dropping down a little bit more, if you can. Just remember